What's going on? I wanted to send a rest in peace to Lou Brock. He was one of the greatest baseball players. If you were a baseball fan and you remember how important stealing bases were, you know what the man meant. 3,000 career hits. The guy was a winner. One of the greatest players ever in St. Louis Cardinals baseball history. And one of those guys that left a lasting impact on the game. When you think about Lou Brock, you know it's a different era and time because baseball has changed so drastically. Things that he would do today they don't hardly do. But you don't forget the greatness. You know, great players have their own signature, have their own moments at their own time. And he was very crafty and thrifty with what he did. He was definitely a guy who gave a lot on the field and off the field. Um, when you think about his dynamic, game changing emotions, it's an art to stealing bases. It's a lost art. And guys used to like make it into something very intriguing because you had to read the pitch, you had to read the catch, you had to read the count, and you had to look for tendencies. And it's an art in that. So giving yourself as an extra, putting yourself in scoring position, being a dual threat, but to get 3,000 hits too. The guy was productive, prolific, and a winner. Um, and he's one of those guys that, um, I was real young. I caught the tail end, but I went back on watching film on him. I watched his techniques, and he was something else. You appreciate great athletes. It's great artistry. It takes a lot to leave a mark. Many people have played the game, but very few people have been etched in the history books. The way they teach baseball today, no one in the National League is going to break his record. He still got the National League record for stolen bases. Rickey Henderson broke the overall record. And when Rickey Henderson broke the record 30 years ago, his quote was, "I am now the greatest ever." That was a great compliment to himself, but even a greater compliment to Lou Brock because he had to pass a special athlete. Remember, just 30 years ago. Now, there have been baseball players who have done, the 40-40 club, 30-30, but stealing bases purely and to gain, steal 100 bases in a year is mind blowing. And Lou Brock, he was something else, so he will be missed. He passed away at 81, but he left a lasting impact on a lot of communities. So I want to take time to send prayers and thoughts to his family, friends, fans worldwide. Remembering the great Lou Brock, Hall of Famer, a man who was very important to the game of baseball. So hit that like, share your stories about Lou Brock if you got memories of him. Let's talk about it. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell rings a new video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another, and it's always important to remember those guys who paved the way. Lou Brock was one of them. Rest in peace.